Seeing the severity of the situation worldwide, many organizations are attempting to provide a better solution to the problem that they believe overwhelm humanity. Every organization focuses on their passion and provides assistance based on their means and so on. However, there are certain problems that arise from the simple desire to comfort. But there are some that are profoundly, negatively, and durably affect the quality of life of certain population. Taking into consideration the needs in the world and of the population, no one person or organization will be able to provide a substantial and lasting response to the many difficulties faced by the most disadvantaged and underprivileged on a daily basis. So any attempt may seem to be doomed to failure. Nevertheless, some organizations, institutions, and personnel are still determined to do their best to help the underprivileged and give them hope to the extent of their opportunities. It is in this context that James Solage, the Honorable President and founder of Foissa Jacmel, inscribes his step to share, educate, and empathize for the cause of the disadvantaged and the underprivileged. The organization is at work in the city of Jacmel, a commune of the southeastern department of Haiti, with 11 communal sections. Our actions are part of a dynamic that focuses mainly on solving collective problems. For example, the tiling of the altar of Notre-Dame de Lourdes de la Voûte, the renovation of Place Sainte-Anne de Jacmel, the construction and the electrification of 2 meters of a public recreation area at Coquechante. Provide compensation, although partial, to teachers for 4 community schools. The toilet repair à l'École de l'Amitié à Coquechante. The placement of 8 canteen sites facilitating community members with hot meals on average 14 times a month. However, we can't remain indifferent to the punctual problems requiring an immediate response under the pretext of its personal character. So we proceed to repair the house, if you could call it that, of an elderly man recovering from a stroke named Bruno à la Rue Sainte-Anne. Assuming the complete care of a 22-year-old woman named Ephesus, banished from her parents' home while waiting on her second baby and her second cesarean, as she wandered the streets without assistance in the middle of the 9th communal section. Foissa Jacmel assisted this young woman until she left the hospital of Saint-Michel de Jacmel and escorted her with her baby to her home. Without any further ado, we remain there with our achievements. But already we have a great deal of people waiting on the organization's assistance for the next school year and the increase in the number of canteen sites. We recognize that these needs are in line with what we have planned to accomplish, both in favor of parents who are impoverished and unable to deal with back to school. Although with very minimal support, our directors and teachers of community schools in the communal sections are firmly determined not to abandon the children of their communities without empowering them through education. Our most and immediate priority, without getting rid of our concern, is to always be able to respond to punctual problems, is essentially the reopening of school and all that is related to them. That is to say, to ensure that fewer underprivileged children from communal section do not stay home for lack of money while others of the same age are in school. Provide compensation to teachers as much as possible to help motivate them in empowering their mission to teach the children knowledge they need for a better tomorrow. Striving to make the school environment more welcoming to children and leaders. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, we are greatly honored by your presence. The opportunity for us to invite a number of compatriots whose heart encourages them to unite around the situation of the most vulnerable left in the country. The more we are, the less heavy the load will be. Thank you.